Well, hello, everybody. Thank you for your patience today. Welcome to What's Up Wrestling. I'm here with Ruiz. I am in Los Angeles at the moment, and we're having our first hurricane.
I am sorry.
Since 19, it's been 80 years. So we were trying to do earlier. I had no internet, and here we are. If you followed us along, you'll see why the times changed multiple times. Luis, you're not having a hurricane where you are, correct?
No, we're okay.
It's hot there?
It's pretty hot, yeah.
And are you
like
having a
80.
heat wave? It is.
Yeah, it's just been hot all summer. It's like crazy.
It's crazy. Well, there is a lot to get to that happened in the wrestling world. I want to start with getting your opinion on Edge's match on SmackDown in front of his home in Toronto, hometown crowd in Toronto. And what was weird about it to me, it was supposed to be, is it his last match ever? We're led to believe it's either his last match at WWE, he's really retiring, is he going to AEW? Like, all of these rumors have been going on. And he wrestles his buddy Sheamus.
Mm-hmm.
And we don't see what he says to the audience after the match. So that was weird to me. Like, why was there not an addressing of, like, going on? So what was your opinion of the whole thing, and what's really happening with Edge?
I think the fact that what I got from it, the fact that they didn't give us, like, my thing is that if they knew for sure that he was retiring, at least from WWE, they would have done this whole, like, they would have done a big celebration, so they would have clapped for him on the stage and all that stuff, like what they usually do. But I think that the fact that the way it all went down, I think it really shows that they really don't know what he's gonna do. Like, I don't think he knows at all if he's gonna extend his contract or not.
Well, right. And interesting enough, what they did in lieu of that was they did a video package of the wrestlers saying happy 25 years.
Yeah, it was 25 years, but
so
yeah.
It was 25 years, not So in the clip that surfaced on the internet afterwards, he says to Toronto, I'm paraphrasing everybody, he's never going to be doing this in Toronto again. He will never be in front of us, but he doesn't know what the future holds. He has to go home and talk to Beth Phoenix and his kid. Like,
I think he wants to wrestle. I personally, I don't think he's done wrestling. I don't think retiring is what he's doing. I think he's deciding between going to AEW or staying with WWE for a couple more years. But it is true. I mean, me personally, this is not directly, like, going a little, not off topic, but a little off topic, just with Edge. I think I haven't been too big on his run since he's been back. And I think that they did him wrong. I think that he should have held at least one championship. He held nothing since coming back. And I know he doesn't need it, but, like, he came back, and the best run he had, in my opinion, was the run with Roman and Daniel Bryan and almost winning the championship. And the fact that they had him win the Rumble at 47 years old just to drop it at Mania, it just didn't really make sense to me. So that's why, I don't think there's anything really left for him to do in WWE, like, at all. Like, I don't, who else if he's not gonna fight for the championship against Seth again, like, he literally got so many feuds done that I don't know what else he would do. He started a faction, he lost the faction, he wrestled them and beat them. It's like, I don't think he's staying with WWE. I personally think he's going to AEW. That's what I think he's gonna do.
so maybe there's talks going on, like there's been rumored that maybe that's what he's going home to think about. Maybe he's basically, mulling over this AEW thing. So could you see him going back to AEW and pairing with Christian?
I heard that he, whether it was in WWE or AEW, that he wants to wrestle Christian again before he's done. And I know that everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna be at All In," but his contract actually ends at the end of September, so he can't even be anywhere till the end of September. So I think he really is gonna go home and think about it. But I think it would be cool, even though I'm a big WWE guy. I think it would be cool to see Edge and Christian and then the Hardy Boys one more time.
You got all the old guys over there at AEW. Like, why not bring him over there? And it would be a very big get for AEW.
Yeah, even if he's there for a little bit, but I mean, it would be huge for them.
I literally, though, didn't love the match
Yeah, I wasn't.
I
Yeah,
wasn't
I
like,
wasn't.
oh, because they needed to have him in a match against somebody at a feud with. Like I
Yeah,
felt like the stakes weren't even there for it to be his final. Like, hey,
yeah.
goodbye, thanks for all the memories. It just didn't have that.
That's why it just doesn't really make sense to me. Why it not make sense? It just doesn't. He's not retiring. If I think he was retiring, he would have made it a bigger deal. Like I think he really is deciding between. I don't think he's retiring. And I heard I've seen rumors that people in AEW think it's a legit possibility that he goes there. So I don't know. I don't know. I mean, that would be pretty cool, I guess. But I don't know, it's just like like I said, I would like to see him stay in WWE. But what is there left for him to do?
I don't think there's anything more for him to do. That's the
There's
thing.
nothing. Really nothing.
And then where do you feel about his wrestling ability now after all the neck surgeries and everything, how you see him now as opposed to the Edge that you loved before?
I mean, he's definitely not bad. He's not. He's very slow in the ring. His matches are usually are just like spotty. It's like spot after spot. He doesn't really like work in the ring. Like for example, Styles is only 3 years younger than him, and he looks like
He
he can
looks
still
like he's
go
been through everything. He can still go.
with 20-year-olds. Yeah, like Edge is very slow, which would be good for AEW because they do a lot of spots and stuff.
If a lot of
And
slow older people.
yeah, so I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I was really excited when he came back. I don't think they capitalized on him well enough. I think he should have held a title for a little bit while he was been back, and then I don't know. I think if I'm him, I'm weighing my options. I mean, if he stays with WWE, I like I can't even name. I can't even name you someone that I feel like I would put him against. There's literally no one left.
See, the other thing I didn't like is when he started the faction with the Judgment Day and all that happened, and all of a sudden he was a heel again.
Yeah,
Everything for me just felt like
they're running out of options. Yeah,
as somebody like as a writer, I'm like, oh, well, let's try this because I don't know what to do with them. So now he's
yeah.
and all of a
The
sudden,
only thing that I would have left for him to do that I keep seeing that I think would be really cool is having like WrestleMania 40, Edge, Cena, and Orton, and that's like all of their last matches together, like that. They all because they had the biggest rivalries. They should all just fight in a triple threat,
so it's going to be a 3-way cripple match with all the
3-way retirement match. That
retirement match.
loser is done.
Loser can never show up another
Yeah.
WWE ring again, which isn't bad.
I would
Also,
like to see them fight each other again. That's the only thing. Edge and Cena. That's like I don't know how they didn't do that. I know Cena's busy, but he's around.
okay, so WrestleMania 40 tickets go on sale. Everybody called me and they said, "Did you get your tickets yet? Are you waiting?" I said, "I'm waiting." What is your theory on the tickets? Are you gonna go?
I'm definitely gonna be there because it's drivable from my house. It's only like 2 hours, so I'm not gonna have to fly or anything. Not even.
You're perfectly positioned, and I'm out here in a hurricane in LA.
Well, that was like last year. Last year I flew to LA and you were home, so it was now it's the complete opposite.
The opposite.
But yeah, I'm definitely gonna go. I usually just wait. Obviously I'm gonna wait to see if I'm still getting like media passes and stuff because then I wouldn't have to pay for tickets. So then that would help out a lot.
Chris B, who's in the chat, says, I will miss Edge if he retires. Will you miss Edge if he retires? I think I will. I think so.
But I definitely missed him a lot more the first time because he was not old at all. And it's just crazy because when you think about it, that like all the years that he missed, like with that injury, like all the matches he could have really had, he literally was the champion and then had to retire the next day.
It really kills me every time they run these packages, these video packages, and it's always like the neck fusion, because I've had all those surgeries, all of them. Like I had my neck fused. So I know from somebody who worked out and was out, and then he's like a pro wrestler, how impact that really has. I mean, it really is messed up because if you think of the maneuvers and the spots, and I was even shocked that he came back. I literally didn't think he was.
Yeah, and it's funny because at the time, like I was a little younger, not younger, but I wasn't on Twitter as much, so I really had no rumors and spoilers, nothing. Like I had no idea he was even cleared to come back, and then when he came out, I freaked out. Like I had no idea that he was there.
That was shocking to me. So the other big thing in the news that I want to talk about is let's talk about Cash Wheeler and this whole AEW all-in pay-per-view coming up in London next weekend and what's happening. So updated information, Cash Wheeler gets arrested on Friday from an alleged road rage incident that took place on July 27th. The cops say a man told them he had been drinking when he noticed a Jeep Gladiator weaving in and out of traffic and honking its horn behind him. They say the man told them he moved into the far right lane to avoid the car, but the driver of the Jeep pulled a shoulder beside him, whipped out a black semi-automatic handgun, and pointed at him with a strong stare. Cash Wheeler appeared in court, where his attorney explained to the judge that the wrestler turned himself in late Thursday on a warrant by the Orlando Police Department. Prosecutors said that the arrest appeared to be related to a road rage type incident. He allegedly flashed a handgun at the victim.
Mm-hmm.
So, on Collision last night, they said, we'll hear from FTR, and everybody's like, oh, are they going to say something? And all it was like their voiceover of a video package.
Yeah.
Their match against the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Then I read that Cash Wheeler will not be allowed to travel to London with this arrest or this application. What are you hearing, and what are your thoughts on this, and what should be done?
I don't know, because that's the thing. It's a lot of like up in the air stuff, because I know for a fact from what we've seen with AEW is that they don't really discipline their wrestlers when it comes to sacrifice.
You can literally bash somebody backstage, throw them into a wall, and
when it comes to sacrificing like a match, they're if they do discipline you, they're gonna wait till after the match is over. So I think what I've read is that yesterday I read that they're not making him given his passport, so he's still allowed to travel. Because sometimes they make you, when you get arrested, they make you give in your passport. But I heard that they're not going to make him give him his passport. But then it's still up in the air if he's allowed to travel or not when it comes to like the court meetings and stuff. So I don't know what they're going to do. I feel like if he wasn't going to wrestle at All In, they would have did it yesterday. So I think that he is going to wrestle.
So Eric Bischoff, who's been a big negative Nelly against AEW in the first place, came through today, and he said in his thing, absolutely disappointed for everyone involved, from Tony Khan, the rest at AEW, and certainly Cash and Dax. I just can't think of a worse situation. He said Mr. Wheeler's not going to be leaving the country, or if he is leaving the country, I doubt that he's going to be able to get into the UK. I could be wrong. I'm no lawyer. I don't know immigration law, but what a freaking mess. What a mess. For now, though, Wheeler is still booked for the show and even promoted it last night at AEW Collision. I mean, he said, I believe in the Second Amendment, but with that comes a fair amount of responsibility, and brandishing a weapon unless you're ready to use it on someone else, you feel like your life is in danger, is a stupid, irresponsible thing to do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It kind of looks really bad, though. And I'm disappointed, too. Like, I think FTR Young was to be great. Although we've seen it twice before. It
is a bad look if they just like don't say anything and just let them wrestle and nothing happens. Like I don't know. Like we've seen it happen like sometimes with the Usos and WWE just kind of brushed it off. So I mean, I think he's gonna fight. That's my opinion. I think Tony Khan's just gonna let him do it because I feel like he is gonna put the business first, and they know that's one of the bigger matches of the night. So I guess we'll see on Wednesday. That's like the last day basically that they can do it.
They'd have to change it. They'd have to. I mean, you don't want to go into a massive pay-per-view with this one for the tag titles, and then you clarify this.
Yeah, I think Wednesdays we'll find out.
That leads me to the other hullabaloo at AEW, because just can't get away from it. So this past week, more comes out about Punk, and now he gets into a fight with Jack Perry. Perry wants to use broken glass or something in a segment or a match. Yeah, and it sounded to me in this case that Punk was trying to tell the guy, why do something that dangerous? That's really stupid. And I'm not quite sure why Perry didn't get that. But once again, Punk keeps constantly being in the news.
And I've heard other, like, I can't really remember the specifics, but I keep reading. I'm sure you've seen them, like that one of the guys came out, like one of the reporters that basically said like Khan will basically do whatever Punk says, like when it comes to like who's allowed to be on the show and who's not there and who he wants near him and stuff. So they're basically saying if you're on Punk's bad side, that you're you're screwed, and Punk will do anything to get you off the show. And it's just like crazy because we've heard so many stories. What, are they all wrong? Like they obviously true, So it's always something. It really is always something.
So they said Jungle Boy had a vacation plan. He wanted to do a pre-taped angle with a car to write him off TV for the week. Punk told him no. He felt it was too dangerous to do a broken glass spot and said they cared about safety. Jungle was upset about that. That is very different from the story that Jack wanted to do a dangerous spot as a way to avoid having to go to work.
Yeah. And speaking of Punk, now he's fighting Samoa Joe at All In for the Real World Championship, which I think is so boring. But
I am so bored. I am so okay. Completely disappointed that after 9-10 months of Punk being away, we're going to Wembley Stadium, and you didn't put him in a who wants to see him with Samoa Joe? I don't. And that stupid outfit last night, what was that?
Yeah, no. See, that's what gets
that?
me annoyed because people talk crap about WWE and the stupid stuff they do. Like, that was so dumb. That was so stupid. Like, everyone knew it was CM Punk. Like,
I literally looked at his body and I'm like, so this is CM Punk. But what? But who is he supposed to be? Is it with a movie or a game? He was supposed to be, they're like, oh, that's the duh. And I'm like, who is this stupid person?
The golden, I forgot what the name was. It was a golden something. I forgot.
Here, I will pull this up. He booked a match as a jobber named the Golden Vampire. So they introduced the Golden Vampire, and you can't tell that's CM Punk. And he could barely do the.
Yeah, that was bad. Yeah, everyone that was viral on Twitter. They were like, he's got to get a new finisher.
Like, his finisher was all crapped up, and I don't want to see this match. And what's the point of saying that he has this other belt? He won the championship and then had one of his 80,000 injuries and went off the show.
Yeah, like, that's it. You're not the champion anymore. I don't like the storyline. I think it's stupid. I like the whole Real World Championship thing. I think it's corny.
So why wouldn't they put him with MJF in the main event? That's what I would have done if I'm selling Wembley and your Punk is your guy on Collision. Then put him with this, which leads me to this other thing. How can this go anywhere but wrong with Adam Cole and MJF? Adam Cole looks like he's the one that's going to cheat on MJF in the.
Yeah.
But now that I'm seeing that, I'm thinking it won't be that way. It looks like Adam Cole is going to betray MJF, but I wonder if it's the other way around. Or
yeah, like, I feel like it's shown. I feel like it's so overblown that Adam Cole wants to do it, that it's gonna end up like you're saying. Then it's gonna go back to MJF just being the heel.
Or do they see how well MJF has gone over as a face?
Yeah,
that you let him be the face. And
do you think Cole has a shot at like beating him? Like, do you think he can actually beat him clean? Do you think that match is ending clean, or do you think people are gonna come in?
You want to know my prediction? I mean, this is just me. Punk comes in and interferes and wrecks the match. And that sets up maybe the following week. We don't even know who's at All Out.
I can't believe they're doing it right after.
Why would you do a pay-per-view? What, you can't even book this show. This is
all the stuff leading up to this, the build has been terrible. It really has, and it's been a lot of in a row, like a lot of pay-per-views in a row. They don't book matches till a week before.
Well, they're actually. I was going to say they're a little more ahead this time because usually 2 days before, and it started to come together a little bit. But there's, which I'll get into. The only way I can see that match is not being clean. Punk interfering, setting up for the following pay-per-view, whoever against Punk. MJF.
It's just like, I don't, because obviously Punk's gonna beat Samoa Joe, like he's gonna win. So I don't know, because they're still doing this whole storyline with Starks and stuff, and Starks is allowed to be at All Out. So I don't know what they're doing with that either. So that's why it's like, They got a lot of stuff going on that, like with Punk, like I feel like he's feuding with 5 people.
Okay, so then one more thing on the backstage drama. The whole thing with that video that surfaced with him tearing into Hangman Adam Page after the show, he trashes him again out of nowhere, talking about his
not selling merchandise,
not selling merchandise on his doll or whatever, It's like he goes after him. Like, why did he do that? Does he not able to control himself, or
that's what I don't get.
Or is this all a work?
I don't know. I heard that he still can't like be in the same room as the Young Bucks.
Well, he seems to have the biggest problem with Hangman. And is something wrong with Hangman? Like that I don't understand.
Or is something wrong with Punk? Is he like okay? Because like it doesn't make any sense.
That's the
like, does he have problems? Like I don't understand.
I think you just nailed the viral moment of this video. Is there something wrong with Punk? Yeah. Maybe there's something going on in his brain.
He can't control himself. If it's true,
maybe there's
CTE.
Maybe there is. I don't know what's going on. And I don't understand why Ricky Starks has to whip everybody with a belt. And so is he now bad? I guess he's bad.
Yeah. He's a bad guy. He's arrested or suspended.
Right, for 2 more weeks.
Yeah, so he's allowed to be there at all out.
Is it?
Yeah, They said that he's all out. That they corrected it to like 28 days of when it happened, so now he could be at all out.
Because they can't even add when they did the storyline and went, oh shit, he can't be.
Yeah, they went back on it. Yeah, they went back on the number yesterday.
I was shocked. Okay, I want to talk to you about a moment on Raw that really I didn't understand.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you can provide the context. So you have Grayson Waller interviewing Rey Mysterio and trying to cause trouble between him and Santos Escobar, which we know is kind of the story. Then LA Knight gets into this. Theory comes out, and then LA Knight comes out, and they make a match between Theory and LA Knight. I'm thinking, well, clearly LA Knight's going to win, and they have Theory win. Why? What is that? What am I missing something here? Why?
Well, it's because the Miz and LA Knight is the feud. So I knew he wasn't going to win. I there was no way because the Miz was ringside.
It's the Miz interfering.
Yeah. So,
but I don't like that because I'm like, I don't know.
They're having. I think they see how over LA Knight is without the championship that they're really pushing it off. That he doesn't really need it. You know what I mean? That him and the Miz is a good feud, and I like that. And it's gonna be like one of those payback, like it's that payback, and they're gonna fight like one of those matches because payback's gonna be a weak card. So I think they're trying to get as many matches as possible. I think they're gonna do Mysterio against Theory again at Payback with Santos interfering and costing Rey Mysterio.
Correct.
That's kind of that's what
again. Yeah. What you said is exactly what I see happening.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, we already know that. So like it's predictable. Yeah. It's like that's predictable to me, but it seems like that's
the LWO is like it's over with. So it's I think having the championship on Mysterio makes sense to get it off of him and have Santos win. It makes him look even better. Because I know they want to push Santos, so
okay. My girl Bianca Belair. Now she gets beaten up again afterward. Like so,
I heard she's written off for a little bit.
Is she truly written off because she has an injury? Is that the problem?
No, I heard she's written off because they want to keep her off TV for a little bit and then come back as a heel. I feel like that's what they're leaning towards, and she's gonna find Bobby. I'm telling you, she's gonna be with them. I think.
I said yes. She's gonna be with the Bobby and the boys.
It's gonna be good. Yeah, it's gonna be good.
That's gonna be great. But they keep hammering home. Like you realize they keep over and over and over again hammering this girl down.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's been planned for a while now. Yeah.
So, but then there was other theories that she really was hurt and legit, so they had to write her off.
I don't know. I'm not sure if that's true, but I think she's coming back as a heel no matter what. Has
Which
to.
which has to at this point. What's the
Yeah, and I would enjoy that. I think it would be cool because I'm tired of her. So I want some new stuff.
they just keep rude. They just keep beating her up. Like, what's the
Yeah.
point? So that was, and then you saw the Street Profits and Bobby.
You have the new finisher.
What do you think of that?
I like it. I think they're good. I like the new gear. It's smart. And Bobby needed something new anyway. I mean, he's not old, but he's like,
He was
there's
getting
not much for him.
nothing going on with
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, and then he's really over with the crowd too. So
And on SmackDown, the only part of the bloodline was Paul Heyman, right?
yeah, I saw that they were all not supposed to be there that day.
So what do you make of that? They don't know what to
They're
do.
not.
Delaying.
They're pushing the Uso match until Mania, which is what I'm hearing, because they don't want that match to happen before Mania.
So it wouldn't be at Payback?
No, Uso. They said that Jay's going to be gone for a couple months. That he's not going to be there for a while.
And we don't know why.
Yeah, and he's not going to be there for a while. And then I don't know if you saw SmackDown. Oh, you saw SmackDown. So the guy that called Heyman, I heard is Rikishi. So that's who called him to tell him that Jimmy will be there next week. Yeah.
Right. And isn't Rikishi going to make an appearance soon?
That's what I heard. Yeah, I heard he's going to be on TV. They want to start using all of the Bloodline members as like soon as possible.
And there is another son that has not been on yet.
Yeah, he's on the independent team. I don't know if he's there, if he's going to get called. He hasn't even signed.
Right. So it looked to me like there was a lot of people missing.
Yeah.
You don't have Sammy. You don't have Kevin. I'm talking about anywhere. I'm not just talking about.
Yeah. And you saw that KO made his return, which is cool. So now he should be back soon. I guess that was like his tryout, like to see if it's like if he's healthy again. So, and I heard he looked good, so he should be back soon, which is good because the tag they've literally not defended it once.
So what show this past week do you think was the best one? And what was your, I have to call one more thing. Big thing. I got to talk about Chris Jericho. So this thing, I'm like, there's going to be a fallout. I just knew it. And there's that painting there, which I was like, of course it's going to get smashed over the head. And are we now that Don Callis and him had a big falling out and they smashed the picture over his head and he's bleeding and Will Ospreay comes in out of nowhere, who's one of our favorites.
Yeah.
What did you think of that whole thing?
I think, well, just in general, we were talking about running out of ideas. I think Chris Jericho is running out of ideas.
Running out of ideas.
Yeah, it's like, because think about it, he's on TV every week, and he has to, and he's still with this, like, he's still like, had the Jericho Society for 8 years. It feels like he's been with them. So, I like we talked about in the last episode, we basically both said that we knew that that's what was going to happen, and there was going to be a huge falling out. So, like we said, it was kind of predicted. Like it wasn't like a huge like shock. It was like, yeah, it's exactly what I thought was going to happen. So I don't know.
They originally but didn't we talk about this, that they were putting Will Ospreay with Jericho in London instead of Ospreay with Omega?
Well, I didn't think Omega would be not fighting like I thought he'd be fighting someone
in a trios match. Like
yeah.
And then the only one that seemed to be at Chris's side is Sammy Guevara. So what is
he still never like wants to turn on him.
He doesn't want to turn on him.
Yeah.
So which show did you think was good? Raw?
Like I
thought Raw was better than SmackDown.
No, but I think Raw's been the best show for like just between Raw and SmackDown, it's been better than SmackDown for a while now. Like Raw's been really good. And I also think it's because Raw's stacked. The people on Raw are crazy. I'm intrigued. I thought the whole Seth Rollins and Shinsuke storyline is intriguing. It's pretty cool. I thought it was cool that he was wearing all white and Nakamura was wearing all black. It was like an anime thing. I'm not sure. I don't remember what they did. What did they do with Cody on Raw? I don't remember. Was he on Raw?
I thought he said something about. I remember him in the Edge thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what he
was, but I don't remember him.
I don't know if he has a storyline for Payback or not. I can't really remember because I know he was kind of involved with Rollins in them, but now it's just him and Nakamura. So I don't know. I don't remember. Like I'm blanking right now.
Uh,
I'm trying to think of the Raw like
you
rundown of what they
wrestle
did.
Finn Balor? It says Raw 8/14/2023. Finn Balor, Cody Rhodes.
All right, he did then. Yeah, he did wrestle Finn Balor.
Again?
Yeah. um, I like the whole Rhea Ripley feud. I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, I think the storylines are better, and then Gunther, they're doing the whole Gable thing, which is cool. I like that. Like, it's cool to see like the Alpha Academy wrestle like on main like on big spots. Even like they're even giving Otis his shine a little bit, which is cool.
I have a question. I don't remember seeing this. Do you? What it said that Shinsuke Nakamura was going to reveal what he whispered into Seth Rollins' ear the week before.
Yeah, he whispered something into Rollins' ear, and then Rollins was like mad.
Oh, wait. Wait, I take that back. Sorry. When was August 19th? Yesterday.
Yesterday, yeah.
I take that back, everybody. Strike. WWE has announced that Shinsuke Nakamura will have a live microphone on Monday's episode of Raw, and Nakamura will reveal what he whispered in Seth Rollins' ear the past Monday. Okay. And we still don't know why he turned heel, other than he was super boring.
Well, yeah, he's speaking Japanese, so
speaking Japanese.
Yeah, the whole promo, which I thought was cool, but
did you watch Dynamite?
Yeah, I actually. So the reason
Dynamite Dynamite wasn't bad.
Well, I watched Dynamite for one reason.
Jeff Hardy got that ridiculous.
He keeps getting buried. This is ridiculous. It's not fair.
Mean, he comes into the thing and gets buried.
Like, why do they keep having him lose? I don't get it. If you don't like him, Jeff Jarrett is better than him. Out of here.
Yeah, but and the whole match was ridiculous.
Leatherface.
Oh, Leatherface match. Here it is. And Leatherface comes out and scares off Jeff's
People were so mad. People were so mad about that. Like, so mad.
I thought that was so bad. So bad. And the other thing that was so funny, so Sting is now Joker Sting. What?
Did you see that he came out, that him and Darby came out in the AR Fox's promotion in Atlanta, and they got booed out of the arena?
They got booed.
And I like that because that's his promotion, so they like AR Fox. So that's why it's like, I don't know if they thought they were gonna get cheered, but they didn't. Like, I wonder if they thought they were going to, and then they were like shocked that they didn't.
They got completely booed.
Yeah.
And Sting, they're like, oh, Sting's back is. Wait, it wasn't Joker Sting. What do they call him? It's not my favorite Sting thing. First of all, I am the one that likes him up in the rafters with the baseball bat.
That's
my favorite guy is Sting.
Yeah.
But your boy Jeff Hardy, they're just gonna keep beating him
down.
But
this is the thing. He left WWE because one, he was mad that they wanted him to go to rehab, and two, he said that they were just having him put over young talent, and he still felt like he could fight for championships, and they're having him put over 60-year-old Jeff Jarrett. So I don't understand what, like, he doesn't care now. He doesn't care then that he's still getting buried. He looks good. He has in good shape. I don't understand why he can't fight for something.
See, I want to say the same thing you're saying about my guy Sting, but I can't say.
That's the thing.
I can't say what you're saying about your guy. I can't say he's ready to go. He's great. Like, I can't say that.
They won't let Jeff Hardy move on from Matt because they know that once they do that, Matt has nothing to do.
So I wrote a text to Luis this week, and I said, AEW is so effed up. They're either getting arrested, getting in brawls with each other, or having a bunch of people back from rehab. Jeff, Moxley, Kingston, and then what about
Yeah.
I like AEW, but I'm trying to what is going on with management.
Yeah, they don't have one. That's the only thing. The management is the wrestlers when you think about it. And I'm telling you, I did you ever get to watch the Cody Rhodes documentary?
No, and I'm dying to watch it. This was
It's
on
awesome. I can't believe how good it is. It's like
I
crazy,
can't
but
believe, and this is terrible, everybody. I was ready to watch it the first day, and some things have gone on here, and I haven't been able to sit down for maybe tonight as the hurricane annihilates my apartment in the middle of it. No,
um,
I want to watch it, so I might do that tonight.
so going based off when you will see it, something the clip that was viral. He says Cody Rhodes says, "Listen, I can't sit here and tell you why I left, but I'll tell you the reasons I didn't leave." But he goes, "There is a reason why I left, and I can't tell you."
I know he said that.
I personally feel like because around the time he left is when Punk came in, and I personally feel like he could sense that the company wasn't going in the direction that he wanted it or what he planned it out to be, and saw that there was going to be a lot of problems when it came to management and ego and stuff, and he got out of there because we all know Cody wasn't the person. Cody left because that's why I think he left. I think he left because he saw all that going on and just didn't want to be involved. And look, he literally right after he left is when all that happened. Literally everything started happening once he left. You know, I think that he saw that a lot of these guys were very egotistical and he didn't want to deal with it. And that's exactly what's going on.
And one of the downfalls of all of this is, you've got wrestlers running, being the VPs. You've got wrestlers. That's a difficult thing because
WCW.
that's,
Yeah.
but that's, you don't have like an executive person who's not wrestler with an ego running the show, who's so involved in all of this. I know I really liked Cody at AEW, but look at where he is now. I mean, it's insane.
It's not even comparable.
It's not even comparable.
He's the number one babyface in the biggest company in the world. The kids love him. They do. It's hilarious.
I know they're like, Cody.
Yeah, it's great. Like he literally is. He's the Cena, and WWE lacked like they had their best guy, which was Roman as a heel. They didn't have a legit babyface for a while, and Cody was the guy that was missing because now you got Cody and Seth on the same show. That's why I think Raw is so good because you have the two best guys in the show on the same.
And you have Judgment Day.
Yeah, on the same brand.
And it's
SmackDown is just Bloodline. SmackDown's Bloodline, and that's it. Other than that, like Karrion Kross and Styles, like what am I watching here? The U.S. belt picture. I think the U.S. title picture is boring. It's not intriguing.
I'm so bored with that. I'm
like
so
the fact that Raw, and it's crazy because usually they like to stack SmackDown because it's Fox, but you have Judgment Day, you have Seth and Cody, and then you have the tag champions who are usually only on Raw, and Gunther, who's probably better than
everything. I wonder if that's a reason. To your point,
yeah.
Maybe that's why they switched Michael Cole over to Raw.
Now it really feels like
it feels really like the premier show where SmackDown,
which it used to be. It used to be the main show.
That's right,
and they tried to use it as SmackDown for a little bit.
But the only thing I still don't like, I just think it would be so much better if they made it 2 hours. Like every match just counted.
It means something. Yeah, because you still get that filler stuff, which is hard to watch.
And the one thing I will say that drives me absolutely apeshit is the squash matches on AEW. You bring in Powerhouse Hobbs against some guy, he beats. Don't even.
How many times have they done that? They've done that 1,000 times.
Two times in an episode.
Yeah.
What's the point of that? To show the guy, and
I think it's to show him that he's still there. But like,
oh my god, we're having an earthquake. We just had an earthquake. Yeah. Shit. We're having an earthquake.
I know, I saw because your thing was shaking.
Here's the viral. There it is. We're having an earthquake and a hurricane.
Is it like pouring out? Like, is it like you can't even see outside? Is it that bad?
I've got everything closed because of the light.
Yeah.
But it's pouring rain, flooding, and we just had an earthquake. Oh, earthquake detected. Drop, cover, hold on, protect yourself. Shake alert.
Shake alert. Do you want to go under your desk?
It's been really fun. I can't believe we're on.
I'll go under the desk with you. I'll go under my desk.
Okay, we're gonna go under. Yeah, it literally
Yeah.
it's ridiculous. Earthquake detected. Drop cut. You talk to me after it happens.
Wonder who sends that out.
It's the US. It's USGS shake alert. Oh, we are so effed, you guys. It's been wonderful.
How long is it supposed to last?
Tomorrow.
Wow, that's wild.
We didn't even get to the storm is coming in fully right now, and we had an earthquake. And if we had one earthquake, we're usually going to have aftershocks.
Yeah.
Crap. And hey guys, I'm on the 3rd floor and can't get out of here. I'm on the top floor of a 3-story old building. Take that, Shinsuke Nakamura. I guess I was literally talking to you and I'm like, wait.
No, your computer started shaking. I was confused. I was like, what's going on here?
It's really bad out. I can hear it's like, oh God. Well,
okay, well,
I guess we should end it at that.
The safest option is
I think it's to end our thing so I can go get cover. Okay. Wait, now oh God. Looks like I broke my phone. Hold on.
You broke your like you dropped it?
Yeah.
It's cracked?
It's hold on, I turned it off. And you're like, we're talking, everybody, we're like, should we go ahead with this? And you're like, I'm like, oh, we gotta do it. And now we have an earthquake, right?
At least we got something.
Yeah. We don't want to
we'll put an ad on this one. It'll be funny.
It's like earthquake, watch it live.
Earthquake edition. Your ceiling's gonna fall behind you, right?
So you literally saw it shake?
Yeah, it was going like this. You'll see it on the playback. It was going like this.
Okay, well, I better get going. It sounds bad. I'm probably gonna have to hide under something. I have my flashlight. By the way, you guys, you're gonna love this. All the flashlights were sold out. It's a disco ball.
It's
Oh wait, no, hold on.
It's like a cop light. You can
all the light bulbs were sold out.
It's gonna be pitch black in your house, and that's what's gonna be on.
I got a disco ball.
That's great.
Now I can't even turn it off. Oh my God. How does it turn off? Okay. So
Well,
all right. So oh yes, we just got another earthquake alert. It's great. It says drop, cover, hold on, protect yourself. All right. So wait, we definitely have to get back together after All In Wembley.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a lot.
Like that, either that night or the next. That night it'll end at freaking 1 a.m. Wait, what time is it going to be?
Oh no, it's earlier because it's going to be, if it's at 7 or 8 London time, they're 8 hours ahead, aren't they? 5 hours ahead of you.
It'll definitely be early for me. Yeah,
it's early.
Yeah, it'll be around like 2 or 3, I guess, Eastern.
I think we can do it. I think we can do it
that night. Yeah, that's what we did for Money in the Bank. So that's what we'll do for that.
Money in the Bank was so good. All right, guys. Thank you, Luis. Right. Good to see you. If you don't see me again, it's been great.
Be safe.
Signing off as the earthquake. Or I'm going to be carried out to sea in the flood. We have floods and earthquakes. Oh, and they said tornadoes. Literally.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm going to go make sure.
It's like Wizard of Oz right now.
Wizard of Oz. All right.